Hi, this is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, episode 441. Well, I just got out of the house for the first time. No, I'm lying. I was out for like 2 minutes earlier. It doesn't really count. I didn't spend quality time with nature. And that is what the podcast is about today. Of course, you know, I really recommend you get outside as much as you can. I mean, you are the only species on Earth that doesn't live outside. Yeah, dogs and cats, they don't live outside. And look at how they suffer. They get all the diseases that we get. You know, mostly because they eat cooked food just like us. But I digress. This episode will not be about raw food. You already know you need to go raw if you want to be the most vibrant, beautiful, alive expression of yourself possible. But we're not going to talk about that today. Today we're going to talk about getting outside and going into nature and spending quality time with nature. You see, quality time is the most valuable asset that you can give. It's the most valuable thing you can give to somebody, right? Your time. Who are you spending your time with? That's your most precious commodity. Because you only have a very small, finite amount of it. And a lot of times people don't value their time, and so they don't value other people's time. And so I know some people that like to waste time, and I'll be damned if I'm going to waste any more of mine. I've wasted a lot of time in my life, for sure. I'm not proud of it. It's part of the process, learning who's worth your time and who's not. I wasted so much time. And some people are like, oh, I have no regrets. I have so many regrets. And yeah, even though I know that there's no way for me to have arrived at this moment without all the things that happened in my life. But I still regret a lot of things, and that's okay. I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to have that opinion, and you're allowed to have yours. I definitely regret a lot of time wasted. You know, being almost 40. And sorry, I'm kind of distracted because I'm walking backwards on the beach. And there's some people on the beach, and I'm walking backwards, and it's kind of awkward and weird. But I'm just looking back every few seconds just to make sure I don't bump into anybody. And I'm just kind of doing this as an experiment because I'm embarrassed to do it. And I like to do something every day that embarrasses me. It's part of my plight in life. I'm using that word for the second time this week. I hope I'm using it right. I don't know where I'm getting this word from, but I like it. Makes me feel like Shakespearean. So anyway, okay, so my plight in life. What were we talking about? Okay, yeah, we're talking about regrets and also just nature, and what was the point? Oh yeah, quality time with nature. You know, there's some raw foodists that are deficient in things like B12 and vitamin D and iodine, and I would put my money on the fact that they're not getting outside enough. Dead ass, which is an expression that we say in New York when you... Okay, my alarm went off because I set an alarm every day when I go out into nature. I have to be here at least 45 minutes. And I've actually been out for, it must be 2 because I snoozed the last alarm. So I don't know. It's been over 45 minutes for sure. And I'm feeling really grateful and blessed that I took this time because, yeah, there's a lot of things I have to do. I have a lot of emails, a lot of DMs, a lot of people to get back to on WhatsApp, and like just a lot. But I need to take care of myself because if I don't take care of myself, nobody else will. And I can't help anyone. If I can't help myself, I can't help anyone. I have to prove to everyone else that I'm walking my talk. And so do you. You know, you want to inspire people to go vegan, inspire people to be healthy, you want to save somebody's life, you want to inspire your family to stop eating shit. Okay, guys, I'm looking for a new rhyme. You know, eat fruit, be cute. I'm looking for eat shit, be shit, quit. Either quit or look like shit. I'm looking for a rhyme that has to do with, I mean, I've asked you guys already for this, but nobody's emailed me, so thanks for nothing. You know, I'm doing my part, guys. I did one that was like, eat meat, you're gonna smell like feet, but I want to do one with shit. So if somebody could think of one, thanks so much. And, I just fell into a hole in the sand. That was embarrassing. Okay. Yet, who cares? Nobody cares. Somebody saw me and they laughed. Great. I caused somebody to laugh. Like, amazing. Amazing. So, time with nature is probably the number one thing that will cause you a deficiency. I've been hearing so much in so many interviews, and then Karen Ramsey said it today on the Fruity Fridays call, which was great. Thank you so much to everybody that showed up for the Fruity Fridays call. I think we had over 100 people there, and I was very nervous, and I just want to say thank you very much if you caught the Fruity Fridays. And no, there's no replay. It's a one-time thing. It's not my show, you know. It's Ronnie's show, and he doesn't post the replay, even though I think it's a mistake. I think he should, but whatever. You have to pay for it. So long story short is that, yeah, I'm hearing a lot of raw foodists talk about nature, and it just makes so much sense. And I never really valued it until I moved to Florida because, well, I didn't have the means. I did go outside for 45 minutes a day. I've been doing that since 2019 when I got on 75 hard, but I wasn't connecting my feet to the earth like ever, like not even once a year, like maybe once a year, but I didn't go to the beach in New York because it's gross, and I never went on vacation. And it's like, wow, ever since I moved to Florida, there's been a lot of changes. The number one change is obviously my hair. My hair has grown significantly, and it would never grow before. And your hair, they say, is a sign of your health. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm going to say it is, because my hair has been growing so long and so thick, and I'm really grateful. And my hair used to be so thin and brittle, and that's the number one thing I've seen. But also I can sleep now. I also say affirmations, and I've done some other stuff for sleep like acupuncture. But yeah, so I've seen a lot of good things in my health, and I also got a blood test, and I have my B12 is back up. It was low before I went raw, and then it was low about 5 years ago, and then I didn't test for a long time. Then I just tested. My B12 is back in the normal range, no supplements, and my vitamin D is in the normal range as well, and everything's in the normal range. And so, yeah, I want to say you might be missing nature, and I know for sure you are. Are your feet ever touching the earth? You are the only species that doesn't live outside. What do you think that is doing to your soul? Not just your body, but your soul. You have to connect. You need nature. And there is a chair here on the beach, and there's nobody on the beach. I don't know. I'm going to back. It's very. Last thing I'm going to say, I just finished Kev Ramon. I never heard of this guy, and I keep saying Kev because it's his name, but I kind of want to say Kevin, but I didn't ask if, like, it's obviously Kevin, right? But he said his name is Kev Ramon, so I got to respect it, right? I feel like it's Kev, because I feel like Kev is like a nickname, and I don't really know him. I just met him today, but anyway, great interview, gifted guy. I feel like I was talking to a prophet, like, whoa, he really hit me. A lot of things he said hit me, and I'm about to listen to the interview because, you know, during the interview, I have so much anxiety and I'm so nervous about what I look like still because, you know, I'm still on my journey and I'm still in that phase of hating being on camera, but it's not about me, so I let go. But I have so much anxiety. I'm not breathing. I'm dizzy a lot because I stopped breathing, and it's really horrible. It's bad, horrible to be on camera, but it's what I have to do to fulfill my destiny, so I do it. And so I didn't hear barely a word he said, barely, because I'm just trying to focus on surviving the hour interview. And so long story short is I did not hear everything he said, but what I did hear was so good. And if you didn't hear the interview, go check it out. Kev Ramon, part two of the interview. He said, you don't love yourself until you get as excited about doing stuff with you would doing stuff with somebody with. Oh. Okay, sorry. Something weird is going on with my phone. Something very, very strange. It keeps asking if I want Siri, but I don't have Siri on anymore. Something strange is happening. So, long story short is I was talking to myself for a few minutes, and then I realized it wasn't recording. But, bro, he said, okay, imagine, Jeanette, that you meet a hot guy and you're really, really excited to date him, do stuff with him, go to the beach, to go play tennis or whatever you like to do, to make juice with him, to go on vacation, to just live your life, swim, go do yoga with him, whatever you like to do, right? And so he was like, when you get as excited about spending time with yourself that you would, the same amount of excitement that you would get spending time with him and doing things with him, until you feel that way about yourself, you love yourself. You're not in love with yourself. And that's the goal, first and foremost. That's why there's so many people that are miserable in relationships because they don't like themselves. You cannot like other people if you don't like yourself. You certainly cannot love someone deeply and fully and really, truly until you love yourself. And so this is why if I find out that you don't love yourself, if you criticize yourself, if you're negative about yourself, if I see that you don't love yourself, I don't trust you. Because I know you can't love me. You don't love yourself? Oh, no. Chill. You talking shit about yourself. You have low self-esteem, down on yourself? You don't have confidence in yourself. You don't trust yourself? You don't keep your word to yourself? You don't take care of yourself? You're not treating yourself right? I know you can't do it for me. If you can't do it for yourself, you can't do it for someone else. You can't. You can try. You can try your best, your very best, but you cannot truly be in love with someone else unless you are in love with yourself. That is so fucking rare. That's why you see so few amazing, incredible, healthy, whole relationships. Think about it. How many people you know are in the most amazing, incredible, long-term relationships? Is very few. And now how many people you know that absolutely 100% love themselves? They're not vain. They're not conceited. They love themselves deeply. They never talk shit about themselves. They never criticize themselves. They never disrespect themselves. They never put poison in their body. They never do anything that somebody wouldn't do that loves themselves. Yeah, like nobody. Do you even know one person? I don't. So, yeah, that's the podcast. I'm not saying you can't fall in love and love, have a relationship without loving yourself, but you got to be in the process of, if you want to have a chance of that relationship actually working out, or else you're going to bring your toxic ass to the relationship and you're going to dump your shit on them instead of dumping your love on them. I mean, I guess you wouldn't dump, you know what I mean. What you have inside comes out. If you're criticizing yourself, you will criticize other people. That's just how it works. If you're angry at yourself, you'll be angry at the world and other people. If you love yourself, then you're going to love on other people. You're not going to be gossiping. You're not going to be doing things to hurt them. You're not going to be doing things on purpose to hurt them or by accident to hurt them. Because you don't do anything by accident to hurt yourself. You see? The way you treat yourself is the way you treat other people. Be careful out there, okay? I know you want the best life. I know you want to be fulfilled. I know you want to feel like you're living on purpose with a purpose. I know you want to give love and receive love, and that's all you really want. It has to start with you. These are just words. The giving love to yourself, showing yourself you love yourself, is not about words. It's not about saying I love you in the mirror. That's the start of it. That's the beginning of loving yourself. Being okay, looking into your own eyes and saying I love you. And then you go to the next step, which is no longer criticizing yourself. It's not a joke. It's not funny. Your subconscious has no sense of humor. It's not funny. And I'm saying that because I had to learn this about, I'm still on my journey, but I don't know, about like 5 years ago maybe a little bit more. I had to become aware. Criticizing myself and self-deprecating humor is not funny. It doesn't help in any way, and it doesn't lead me to the life that I want. It's not funny. So, disrespecting myself is not funny. I don't disrespect my friends. I don't make fun of my friends. Why would I make fun of myself? And if you have friends that make fun of you in a mean way, like they're actually mean about it, like they're making fun of the way you look or the way you know, like, you gotta get some new friends, boo. You gotta become your own best friend, and then you'll attract people that are just as nice as you are to yourself. And the people that I don't have in my life anymore, it's because they've fallen out of alignment with me. Their vibration doesn't match me anymore because I don't criticize myself anymore. I'm not mean to myself. I'm not perfect, but I'm not criticizing myself anymore. It doesn't get me anywhere. It certainly doesn't get my body or the life or the career or the everything that I want. The future that I want doesn't include someone who's mean to themselves. Yeah, and then the next part, so the first part is saying I love you. The second step is no longer criticizing yourself. And then the third is the actions. Doing actions to prove that you actually do love yourself. What would someone that loves themselves do? I want you to say that to yourself all day long. I want you to ask yourself that question. What would someone that loves themselves do? You gotta prove it. The actions come before the belief. You will not believe that you love yourself until you prove every day that you do. And sometimes loving yourself means going to yoga even though you don't want to. Yep. Loving yourself doesn't mean letting yourself off the hook all the time. Loving yourself means doing the things that you said you were going to do way after you feel like doing them. Okay? And then the other thing is like doing the things that you know are going to make you feel good. Okay? So is the podcast. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode, boo. Bye.